As moon rises, the sun slips sight. Begins the ritual of this night. For those convinced their path is right. Gathered from north, south, east and west, yet called at another's behest, those treading the path that is left. From near and far, come as you are to this place, and embrace this space, as darker hue embraces you.
Howdy ho,
Water,
you
spirit, earth and fire, confessing the sins of empire, we come with our wounds and desire. Sensing that we are not alone, drawn to the flame that guides us home, for here you, me and yet to be. Importance and signs of these times, for the sake of all those maligned, is yet the home of the divine.
Monday Tritone. Welcome to the week, people.
Good evening. How are you all? This is just here for a quick one. Church Council at 7:30. So if I'm still here at 7:30, just shut it down and go. Because I need to chair a Church Council at 7:30. But I hope you're all right. I hope at the start of this week, this day, there have been several things, but maybe we can just find one thing at least that has lifted our spirits, filled us with joy, given us a sense of something greater than us, the divine, the other, the metaphysical, whatever that is for you, whether it's creation, conversation, who knows. But please do share in the comments on Facebook, YouTube or Twitter what this day has made you say thank you, but to say it in Norse because it is more Viking, therefore more metal. People, what this day has made you say Tjusenta! I think my choosing type today is just some conversations with folk from the different church communities here. Just sharing in that way has been good. Hopefully for them, it was for me, so thank you. Any thanks that people want to share today? And also, I'm guessing there are also things from today that have not been great, that have been a bit pants, things we want to lay down, things that have hurt, things that have caused hurt, things we regret, things that are just heavy and not in an awesome metal way. So thank you. A fabulous sunny day with creative conversation. Fantastic. Thanks, Wayne. And from Rachel, glad we have a plan for easing of lockdown. Yep. I'm just halfway through listening to it on the radio, just a bit behind myself today. So, yeah, I may catch the news later and see what that means and when. Tim Baker, thankful for homemade Scotch eggs for dinner. Wow, nice one. Yeah, cool. Hi, Joyce. Juice Attack from Gisela, staying home and doing some needed tasks without time pressures. Yeah, it's nice when that happens, isn't it? Just to, as the Franciscans do, just to focus on those tasks and the mundane, the earthly, the worldly, but in so doing, maybe allow your mind to wander and connect with God as you do those kind of day-to-day tasks. It's definitely been it's sunny here, but definitely sunnier down south by the sound of it. So Joyce has had a good day in the garden. Wow, fantastic! Yeah, it was that sense where you can feel the warmth today here in the UK. Well, certainly where people have been. That's a question for Tim and his Scotch eggs. Are they available on Deliveroo? Could take a while to get out to. Oh dear. Great welcome, Tol Villav 55 to the village. Is that the new neighbours? Are they available on Deliveroo? I don't know. Answers on a postcard, please. So if there are things today, as well as a thanks and thank you for sharing your thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Yes. We can lay down the other stuff as well. We don't need to carry it anymore.
The principalities and will to power, the worms from within my own darkest hour. I confess all the regrets and the regrets, the burdens and fears, the lament and the tears. I lay them down.
I'm glad you enjoyed that film, Nigel. I listened to the audiobook and I confess I've run out of steam 3/4 through, so I was glad to watch the film at Methley Movies at the chapel in Methley, where Kev that we spoke to the other week, last week in fact, is based. Yeah, interesting, very interesting film. What on earth are sausages wrapped in eggs in Devon? What, wrapped in eggs, wrapped in breadcrumbs? Wrapped like a, what, omelette? What? Hello, cat. Not helpful, dude. Seriously. Right. A reading. Do not show everyone your bum, please. And the same goes for you too, Matt Forsyth in my cupboard. Why? No, you're doing it again, aren't you? I apologise. And so 50, just in time for Stephen to get an eyeful of that. Sorry, Stephen. A reading from the Mental Bible, Isaiah 55 and the first chapter thereof. Everyone who thirsts, come to the waters, and you that have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without price. A kind of a vision of the abundant, bonkers generosity of God, but in a practical kind of right at the bottom bit of Maslow's hierarchy of need. That's how much God cares about us. It's not just the spiritual stuff towards the top of the pyramid. It's actually about justice and enough food for all, if not just enough, but kind of more than enough, and how that as a sort of a metaphor for the abundance of God's love, but also sign of God's kingdom, like the early church used to hold things in common, so there was nobody without need. How to, as we partner with God in the building of God's kingdom until it fully is on earth as it is in heaven. How are we practicing generosity? It doesn't have to be with money. It could be with time. It could be with food, like Scotch eggs, and getting them to Devon. via Sheffield. It could be anything. It could be hospitality in a safe COVID way. How are we being able to be generous towards others, and how are we experiencing hospitality and generosity? What impact does that have on us? That was the sound of a cat slapping the bass. Cat slapping a bass G string. Hey, Baron's back at work. Fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful. Hope all's okay when you made it back. Any update on how things are with power and all those things, and the kind of boil order being lifted. But the cat was bounced off the base as I chucked him on the floor. Yeah, to be fair. There we go. Okay, so borders of snowdrops as you enter the village are great. Your fingers are rubbish. Okay, so that was it. Right, sorry. Thanks, Mum. So that was a Tucson tag. Yeah, snowdrops. Yay! Haven't found any yet here, but cool. So some music as we consider the question, how are we practicing or receiving generosity at the moment? To inspire us and to do so in a COVID-safe way, obviously. Some music would be good, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Okay, have you found some? No, not yet. As Wayne's here, it's about time, because I think with Wayne not being around so much last week, choir practice was missed. So after a week, we're not sure how the organ is either. So we need a bit of warming up. Yes, here is Gladys.
Did you like it, Wayne? It's only because I'm playing Gladys, isn't it? We'll have a good leg room.
So, anything people want to share about how we are practicing and receiving the means of greater generosity? Hope the Lent group goes all right, Wayne. And also anything that people want to bring as and for prayer. Bear in mind, I need to be chairing a meeting in T-9 minutes. Well, my phone triggers the Facebook algorithm. Excellent. So, yeah. Anything I want to pray for this evening? Please drop it in a comment on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter.
His quest to cling to the throne has brought him to the place that we call home.
yeah, thank you for sharing that stuff about generosity. That's awesome. Taking cups of tea to neighbours who are moving in and not had any water on. For generosity from people giving out bottled water. So literally the stuff of life, the aqua vitae today for Baron. That's awesome. And tipping people, but giving change to beggars. Yeah, absolutely. Bless you for doing that, Gisela. Especially during these times, delivery drivers and stuff, where it's not safe to receive money, but I don't know, perhaps the extra bit that helps at this time. And it's cool that you've kind of got to know new people through this, albeit terrible experience for you all, Baron. And bless you for doing and kind of engaging with people in that way. That's awesome. And prayers for you all. And absolutely, Gisela, praying with you and for Jason McHannon in hospital with COVID and other health issues, just for healing and wisdom and peace. Praying for all involved in education. Our schools now know that they need to be ready to open on the 8th, with everyone going back together in England. I know Scotland are having a stage return that started today. And prayers that in the UK, maybe this lockdown, in England, this lockdown will be the last, and as people have the vaccine, we might get back to some form of normality in terms of still wanting to keep each other safe, but being able to really see and care and support each other. Absolutely. And so we offer these and all our prayers with, holy moly, 3 minutes to go. Dude, quick, pray. I'm praying. Pray now. I am. Quick, I can't find it. Oh, no, the wife.
To the one in whom all people and all creation have their being, may your kingdom come, your will be done, as above, so below. Sustain us for this day. Show us grace as we seek to show grace to those we feel have wronged us. Save us from the worst that is within us and within this world. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. May the peace of the All-Parent be ours this night, and with all people and all creation, in the time that is to come.
So with 2 minutes to go, I'm so sorry it's been a quick one, but go well with a God who goes with you, within you, and before you through all of that lies ahead for this day and this week. Until we meet again tomorrow, bless you for who you are, and as you continue to be a blessing through who you are in God. Blisters and others, let us sway for me metal Compline, sway for me metal Compline.